So, I've been thinking about this story all of today and all of yesterday. And I was going to drop this yesterday, but I just really have no time on my hands. So now that I have enough time to actually record it and post it, I'm doing it right now. It's kind of a part two to yesterday's story. Not really, because, like I said, it has really nothing to do with yesterday's story. But, this shows how stupid I could really be, man. And just don't follow behind my dumbass tracks. So, without further ado, man, let's get right into the video. So, this all starts off the week before Thanksgiving of 2023. So, it happened on a Friday to be exact. So, it's stupider that literally right before I was about to go on break, I did the stupidest, like, I still think back on this and I'm just like, damn, I'm a fucking retard. Like, I couldn't even have waited that whole day out. But, let's get on to the story. I wake up, I get ready for school. That goes normal. Brush my teeth, go to my bus stop, get on my bus. I go to school. And now, I'm not gonna lie, during this time, I had a really fat skipping phase. Like, I don't know what it was, but I loved skipping school. Like, I don't know. I just loved skipping school. Which, if you're gonna skip school, don't do it like how I was. I was skipping every single fucking day. Like, the only reason I was because, okay, I'm not gonna lie, we listen and we don't judge. I went on my mom's phone and I blocked the school so they couldn't call her. And I blocked my counselors and my principal. So, every time they were calling her, she wouldn't get them. So, I just kept on doing it and doing it. And at the end of the day, it just affected me. It affected my grades. There was no benefits other than, maybe missing an hour or two of a boring class. But yeah, I was in a very, very, very strong skipping phase of my life. And I hit up one of my friends. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm really not trying to go to fourth period. Trying to skip. And he was part of the skipping phase too. He loved skipping with me too. He's like, all right, bet. So, we lead through this one door. We walk out and we walk into these one's apartments. And at the time, I had a cart on me. And without even realizing it, I also had this tube. You know those smell proof tubes where you put like a joint every time like you're done smoking so it doesn't like smell up and stuff? Okay, how do I explain this? It's these tubes where like if you don't finish up a joint or a blunt, you just put it in there, you close it off and it won't smell. Well, I had one of those on me, and that's a pretty crucial part of the story, and you'll see why. So, me and my boy, we're just out there, and me and him have a cart on each other, and we're just hitting our cart. And I forgot which one I had. Not gonna lie, it was kind of a boof one, but it tasted really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was a strawberry flavored one, or no, actually no, it was a Starburst flavored one. I remember, so it tasted pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes like an actual Starburst. And I'm just ripping it, hitting blinkers with my boy, and all of a sudden, I get a text message. A text message I do not want to see. One of my friends in my class, where's my girl? I can't remember who it was, but somebody texted me from my class. They were just like, yo, Angel, security came in asking about you. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why does security need me? And they're just like, I don't know. They came up to me and no, it was my girlfriend. Yeah, it was my girlfriend that they texted because I remember she texted me. She's like, security's looking for you. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? How do you know? And she's just like, well, they came into the class. They talked to they talked to our teacher. They pointed at her. Actually, this is so stupid. Why would the fuck would I skip a class to have my girlfriend in? Yo, I was so retarded, bro. Anyways, uh, they were talking to my teacher, and he pointed at me because he obviously knew she knew me because I'm dating her. and the two security officers, or actually it was two officers and a security guard. They talked to her. They're talking about some, is Angel in school today, and was Angel in any type of drug thing? I don't know, something like that. And I'm just like, damn, I gotta go back. Which, dude, they weren't even looking for me right after that. If I would have just stayed my ass where I was, I wouldn't have gotten in as much trouble as I got into. But you know what my high, stupid, dumbass did? Excuse me. I went to my friend because I was paranoid. My paranoid, stupid, dumb ass self told my friend, I'm just like, yo, can you hold on to my cart? I'm about to go back into school. He's like, damn, what happened? I'm like, security guard talking about my girlfriend talking about some a security guard. The cops are looking for me from the school, and he's like, okay. I give him my cart. He's like, all right, I can hold on to it. I can give it back to you soon. I'm like, okay. So I walked back, high as fuck and paranoid as shit, and I get to school. I check in, and I could have just went to class, but I went to my security office talking about somebody said that y'all was looking for me. Like, who just does that? Who does that? Like, I'm seriously mentally stupid. I'm stupid for this, bro. Like, there were so many avoidable ways. Like, I don't know, man. I went up there and I'm just like, hey, I heard that y'all were trying to like look for me and like search me and stuff. And the lady was like, okay, what's your name? And I tell her my name. She's like, okay, wait a second, wait here. And the two cops that were looking for me were just like, okay, Angel, come to the room real quick. Where were you? I'm like, I made some BS excuse. In my school, there's two campuses. At the time, I was in ninth grade. And I was on, well, the ninth graders are. So I'm just like, oh, I was at the other campus. He's like, what were you doing over there? I'm like, picking up some papers. He's like, for an hour and a half, you were picking up some papers. I'm like, I got distracted. He's like, clearly, come with me. He takes me to the office and they start searching me. I'm like, why are y'all searching me for? He's just like, look, when people come from like the other campus and stuff, like, we gotta search you. I'm like, why? Like, there's no point of doing that. Like, being a smartass. Cause I was a little like, I was a little mad because I'm just like, why are you searching me if like you got no reason? Like that was my thought in the moment. Which I mean, they had all right to search me. They thought I was suspicious. So it is what it is. It's just like it's protocol, man. Just follow through. So they made me take off my backpack. They made me take off my jacket. They start searching me, and I'm like, I give my coat to my friend. He shouldn't find anything. I go seeing the tube where my old joint was. There wasn't even a joint in there. That's the thing. There wasn't even nothing in there. It was just res. I open it up. They open my backpack. They find it. They're just like, huh, what's this? They open the fucking lid off, and they're just like, ooh, I could see what these were used for. I'm like, yeah, I got nothing in it. Like, am I good? And they're just like, no, it had stuff in it. It still has residue on it. Like, you're in trouble. I'm like, that's bullshit. You're bullshitting me, right? Because I thought they were joking. Because guys, it was a fucking. It had nothing in it, bro. It was ash, just ash, bro. Who the fuck is gonna get high off some damn ash? Name me somebody that can get high off some fucking ash. I was so incredibly confused and a little mad because I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm getting in trouble for some fucking ass, I was just like, okay, you know what? What's gonna happen? They're just like, I don't know. We're gonna see right now. Go outside and sit. So my heart's just racing now. I'm just like, damn, I'm about to get into some trouble, man. What the fuck am I gonna do, bro? And I start texting my sister. I'm just like, yo, I got in trouble at school. She's like, what'd you do this time? I'm like, I got caught with some weed on me. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, not really. They found a little tube where I had a joint in, and they're getting me in trouble for it. She's just like, damn it, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I couldn't really have my phone out because they didn't let you, so I couldn't really respond to it. And they finally, after like 5-10 minutes, they call me into this one lady's office. They're just like, okay, Angel, we're giving you 5 days out of school suspension. Um, I'm just like, 5 days of out of school suspension over some fucking ash, bro. Like, it could have meant anything else. I could have had actual stuff in there. And you know what's some bullshit too? Later on in that year, my friend got caught with a grinder with actual, like, you could see it wasn't even ash, it was actual za. And they were just like, "Oh, we can't really do nothing about that. We just gotta take your grinder." I was salty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was so salty. But besides the point, I'm like, bro, 5 days for some fucking ash. Are you kidding me? She's like, watch your language. I'm like, no, that's bullshit. 5 days for some ash? Like, it had nothing in it. She's just like, look, I'm not gonna argue with you. We knew what it was used for. We don't know if you were using it in school or not. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't. I still don't get it. 5 days? She's like, that's just how it is. Next time, don't bring anything weed related. I'm like, all right, whatever. She tries calling my mom. My mom doesn't answer. I'm like, call my sister. My mom doesn't even speak English. She's just like, all right. She calls her. My sister picks up, and she tells her everything. And what's you call it again? She, you know what she told my sister? She was just like, yeah, he was skipping, and every time somebody skips, we gotta search them. And when we searched them, we found a tube with some some ash that looked to be and smelled like marijuana. I'm like, so you didn't even have the gut to tell me why y'all were searching me? Like, y'all lied to me? Like, come on, bro. At least have the gut to tell me. She was just like, Angel, if you say one more word, I am going to write you up a even harsher time. So shut up. All right, all right, all right. And I stayed back because I wasn't trying to get into any more trouble. I really wasn't trying to, I really wasn't trying to, push my boundaries, push my limits. And I'm just sitting there, just scared now because I'm just like, damn, what's about to happen, bro? And keep in mind, I am still pretty fucking faded. Like in the moment, I was locked in and I forgot, but all of a sudden, it just started hitting me, and I started having a full blown just panic attack. I'm just like, damn, bro, what am I supposed to do now? So that ends. My other sister picks me up, and then we're just trying to stall time, asking my sister what to do in the moment, but she's working, so and she's with the client, so kind of don't know what to do. And we were like just strolling for so long, we just had to go home. When I got home, I made some bullshit excuse. I'm like, oh, I made some bullshit excuse. My mom talking about some, oh, I was on the other campus just getting some paper, like same things I told the other person. I'm like, I was just getting some papers, like they misunderstood it, like they just suspended me for a little bit. And she's just like, okay, email email them, like trying to like resolve some of the things. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just I chill for the next couple of days. I'm on the low. And that and that story pretty much ends right there. And you know, I was suspended for 5 days. Break happened. I got a 2 weeks of technically vacation, bro. Like I got 2 weeks of vacation. My mom didn't know originally that that was 5 days. She thought it was shorter. So when she found out it was 5 days, she's like, damn, they really went harsh on you. That's when she got suspicious. And I was good for like I'd say a month until randomly, out of the blue, she just like, I'm gonna fix this with Angel. Like I feel like this is unfair. She went to my school trying to fight for me, and then they told her, like, yeah, your son lied to you. She's like, what? She's like, yeah, we wrote him up because he had marijuana on him. We tested the tube and it had some in it. Ooh, boy. My mom was not happy about that. Low key, it broke her heart. Like, she wasn't even mad like you would expect a mom to be. She was just more devastated and disappointed in what her son did. And I did feel really bad. I'm not going to lie. But, man, I was grounded for a good while. Like, I didn't really gain her trust back until I'd say now, but even then, she's still like, "What are you doing? How are you gonna do this?" Like, still a little bit on my case sometimes, which I can't even blame her. So yeah, that's it. That's the stupidest. I feel like this is the stupidest story I've posted because, bro, there were so many avoidable things I could have done. Like, there were so many ways I could have just avoided this from happening. I could have just, one, not gone back, two, like, thrown out that freaking tube because I didn't even know it was there in the first place. I don't even know why I put it in my backpack. And three, man, I should have just honestly, like, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have skipped in the first place. And I forgot to mention this. The only reason they were looking for me was because some girl was talking about he drugged me. Ooh, if that girl's watching this video, you owe me some punches. You owe me a fade. I'm just kidding, obviously. It happened already. I can't really do nothing about it. They didn't even press nothing about it because they had no proof that it was me. But, that would have never happened if that happened. But, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's a mistake. We all make mistakes, but just don't make the same mistakes I was making because, like I said, this could have been all avoided if I would have just been a good kid, bro. If I would have just been a good kid and been smart with my decisions, man. One moral I guess I'd say is just don't be like me, bro. Make the smarter choices because I clearly didn't. I clearly didn't. I clearly I clearly didn't know better enough. But yeah, that's it for this story, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.